Let's talk about some waiver wire pickups and streamers for week 7. So first on my list is Obi Toppin. Toppin's already rostered in about 57% of leagues, but if he is somehow available in yours, you might want to consider picking him up. In his first year in Indiana, he's averaging around 13 points per game, 1.3 3-pointers per game, 0.7 steals, and is shooting at 61% from the field. He's also shooting at 82% from the charity stripe, and he really has gotten better as the season has gone on. Over the last 2 weeks, he's averaged around 17 points per game, around 1.3 steals per game, and has knocked down 2.3 3-pointers per game. He's doing all this in about 25 minutes per night, and while it would be nice to see him play more minutes, the team that he's on is pretty fantasy friendly. The Indiana Pacers average the most points per game with around 128.4. They also average the most assists per game and have the highest field goal percentage as a team. And they also have the 3rd highest 3-point shooting percentage. And they're not too shabby on the defensive end either. They have the 3rd most blocks per game. Granted, a third of that is Miles Turner, but they are definitely fantasy friendly, and anybody on this team should have a chance to produce. While the Pacers are definitely good in a lot of areas, they do allow the most points per game with a little bit more than 125, so they're going to have to score points to stay in games, which should bode well for Toppin. So if you're looking for a power forward to stream or possibly roster, I would definitely give Toppin a look. He's played in every game this year, and he's going to help you in multiple categories. He probably won't give you much by the way of assists or rebounds, but he'll help you everywhere else. Next on my list is Sam Hauser. Hauser's only rostered in about 17% of leagues, which is actually kind of surprising. He's quietly been inside the top 25 in terms of 3-pointers made per game, making 2.9, and he's actually been better than this over the past month, making 3.3 per game, and he's shooting at 45% from deep. And while that is impressive, it's not that surprising. He's actually been a 43% shooter from deep for his career. He's not just a sharpshooter, he also averages around 3.6 rebounds per game and 0.9 stocks per game. And he's definitely benefited from the fact that Kristaps Porzingis has missed the last few games with a calf strain, and he's been asked to rebound more during this time, so as long as Porzingis is out, I think Hauser is definitely worth rostering. Right now, he's averaging around 23 minutes per night, and the Celtics lead the league in 3-pointers made. And they're the 2nd most attempts per game with 42.7. So Hauser is going to be a big part of that, and I'm sure if he keeps making his shot like I mentioned, he should definitely continue to earn a larger role. So if you're in need of a 3-point specialist with some upside, I would definitely give Hauser a look. Last up on my list is Patrick Williams. Williams has actually had pretty mediocre numbers over the season, but over the last 2 weeks, he's really turned it on. He's averaging around 13 points per game, knocking down 1.7 3-pointers per game, grabbing 1 steal per night, and blocking 0.8 shots per night. He's also shooting at 53% from the field. A big reason why he's seen a boost in his production is due to the fact that he's seen a big uptick in his minutes. He's playing around 32 minutes per night over this 2-week stretch. For the season, he plays around 24.5 minutes per night, and a lot of that's attributed to the fact that the Bulls are dealing with so many injuries. Zach LaVine is missing time with a sore foot, and he's going to miss at least a few more games. Torrey Craig is dealing with a knee injury. He should be back soon. And then Alex Caruso is dealing with a toe injury that he's been powering through for weeks. And if he's going to play through it, he's probably not going to be 100%. So I think Williams has a lot of potential and should have the opportunity to produce as long as the Bulls have some injured players. At this point, I think as long as he's getting minutes in the 30s, he's worth rostering. He's more of a wait and see type of player, but he's worth a flyer in my opinion. Those are some waiver wire pickups and streamers for week 7. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and let me know which waivers you think we should keep our eye on in the comments below.